And to our top story right now, a driver under arrest this morning accused for going on an early morning boozy drive, ending up in the shores of Lake Ontario in Oakville. And that's where we find our Tammy Sutherland right now. Just trying to piece together this story, Tammy. What do you know?
Well, we know that it happened just after 3 o'clock, and police were alerted by neighbors who live here in these very large houses in the neighborhood here at the end of Maple Grove Drive. We're joined now by Sergeant Martin Dick from Halton Police. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened and how you were alerted to this?
So about 03:05 hours this morning, my officers were called to a report of a male banging on the residence here. On attending, they found the male who was soaking wet at the back of the residence here. On investigation, they then realised that a collision had occurred just down at the bottom here and that a vehicle had ended up in the lake. As a result of their investigation, however, they arrested the male for impaired driving offences. He is now back at 20 Division, Halton Regional Police Service, and we have commenced, due to information that he provided us, a search operation for possible individuals who may or may not have been within that vehicle.
And you've searched already but haven't found anything?
I had my officers actually were in the lake searching the vehicle along with fire crew. The vehicle has been cleared. There are no occupants within the vehicle. We did a ground search of the immediate area, both west and east of this location, with K9. We haven't found anything at this time, and our search team have just arrived on scene.
Okay, thank you so much, Sergeant Dick. And once again, they are continuing to look right now. It looks like heavy machinery is here now in order to tow the vehicle out of the water. Of course, we'll bring you updates on what they find out here as well coming up. Mel, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Tammy, thank you so much for that update. And to other news now, just 4 months into his term, seems the Premier about to shuffle his cabinet. According to published reports, the move was prompted by Friday's shock resignation of longtime MPP Jim Wilson. He is vacating his economic portfolio to tackle addiction issues. Moving into that ministry will be Todd Smith, who will give up his role as government House Leader. Other moves apparently have Michael Thibodeau being bounced from Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services to become Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport, and Sylvia Jones getting a promotion to serve as Solicitor General. Jeff Urick also getting a bump up to Transportation Minister. He had been Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry. To the courts now. Alleged serial killer Bruce McArthur will be back this morning. A date is expected to be set for the trial to begin. Last month, the 67-year-old waiving his right to a preliminary hearing. McArthur charged with 8 counts of first-degree murder. Most of the victims had ties to Toronto's gay village in the Church and Wellesley area. The remains of 7 victims found in planters at a property in Leaside where McArthur worked as a landscaper. The remains of the 8th victim located in a ravine near that property. Well, ahead of tomorrow's midterm elections, former President Barack Obama used stops in Indiana and Illinois to whip up Democratic support. Now, the midterm results won't have any effect on who leads the country, but could put up a major roadblock in Trump's ability to forge ahead with his agenda. Polls have the Democrats poised to retake the House of Representatives. Obama has been reluctant to use Trump's name while campaigning, instead focusing on Republican policy.
We've seen repeated attempts to divide us with rhetoric, to try to turn us on one another. When you vote, you can reject that kind of politics.
President Donald Trump has repeatedly warned on the campaign trail a Democratic win could seriously damage the U.S. economy.